They say love makes men strong, but that's a lie told to keep you weak. Because if you look closely, through history, through every broken man, every failed genius, every fallen king, you'll see one truth repeating itself. Men destroy themselves for women, not because women are evil, but because men are desperate for meaning, and they've been trained to find it in someone else's eyes. When a man sees a beautiful woman, his brain doesn't just see beauty, it sees salvation. He sees the cure to loneliness, the validation of his worth, the reward for his pain, and in that moment, he becomes powerless. He doesn't know it yet, but he's already bargaining with his soul for attention. You think you're chasing love, but you're really chasing approval. You think she's the goal, but she's the mirror, reflecting everything you hate about yourself. That's where the fall begins. Men chase admiration instead of mastery, validation instead of vision, comfort instead of conquest. In every club, every DM, every late-night thought, there's a man negotiating his dignity for attention. He texts first, he waits hours for a reply that never comes. He rewrites messages to sound cooler, but deep down he's begging, not with words, but with energy. And women can feel that energy. They don't see a man anymore. They see a consumer of their validation. The scent of desperation is stronger than any cologne, because attraction is psychological warfare. It's not about looks or wealth. It's about power. Power doesn't chase, it attracts. It doesn't explain, it decides. It doesn't seek approval, it radiates certainty. But here's how most men fall. They give their power away slowly, piece by piece. One compliment too early, one favor too soon, one "I'll do anything for you" too many, until suddenly the balance shifts. She feels it, the change in energy. He needs her more than she needs him. And in that moment, the game is already over, because she's not drawn to his love. She's drawn to his control. Not control over her, but control over himself. Every man must learn this law. The one who needs less controls more. The strong don't chase love, they become love. They don't seek validation, they create it. They don't lose themselves in a woman, they make a woman want to find herself in them. But let's go deeper, because this isn't about women. This is about biology. Your brain evolved to chase reproduction, not fulfillment. Your dopamine system rewards pursuit, not possession. That's why the chase feels addictive. It's chemically wired into your DNA. You don't fall in love with her. You fall in love with the chase. And when you finally get her, the high fades, and you start wondering why you're suddenly unhappy again. It's not her fault. It's biology's trap. You were never chasing love. You were chasing the chemical illusion of it. Here's the brutal truth. Men don't destroy themselves for women. They destroy themselves for the idea of being enough. They work themselves to exhaustion, not because they love her, but because they're terrified she'll leave. They betray their values, not to impress her, but to avoid being alone. They abandon their mission just to prove they're worthy of love. But love built on fear is already doomed. You can't win someone's respect while begging for their approval. You can't lead if you're afraid to lose. And most men never learned that. So, how do you escape this trap? How do you keep your dignity, your power, your control, in a world that rewards submission and punishes strength? Let's break it down. First, detach from the outcome. Every time you speak to a woman, your subconscious is measuring risk. Will she like me? Will she reject me? That mindset instantly places you beneath her. You are not there to win her. You are there to express yourself. You are the experience, not the applicant. When you stop trying to impress, you become impressive, because authenticity is magnetic, and silence is seductive. Second, replace lust with purpose. Lust is energy without direction. It burns bright, but it burns out fast. When you redirect that same energy into your craft, your mission, your fitness, your mastery, you build something no woman can ignore. Presence. Presence is power. A man focused on his mission radiates energy. He doesn't chase women. He draws them in. And when he finally chooses, his choice means something. Because men of abundance don't seek approval. They grant attention. Third, keep mystery alive. The moment you overshare, the magic dies. Mystery is the oxygen of attraction. Let her wonder who you are. Let her imagine what you're capable of. People chase what they can't predict. You want her addicted. Don't feed her dopamine. Feed her curiosity. Every unanswered question becomes a hook in her mind. Every calm silence becomes a test of her own desire. She starts thinking about you, even when she doesn't want to. Fourth, make yourself the prize. Walk into every room like you belong there. Not arrogantly, but with quiet certainty. Speak slowly, smile rarely, move deliberately. When you control your pace, you control the room. Women don't fall for words. They fall for feeling. A man who sees himself as the prize radiates a frequency that others can feel but can't explain. Fifth, remember the rule of balance. You can love deeply without losing yourself. You can care without worship. You can desire her without needing her. Love her fully, but never forget your mission, because your mission came first, and it will outlast every relationship, every heartbreak, every smile. When you build yourself first, you'll never have to beg to be chosen again. Now look at yourself in the mirror. Every scar, every rejection, every heartbreak, they weren't punishments. They were training, because a man who can walk away smiling can never be controlled. So the next time you meet someone who stirs your blood, don't fall to your knees. Stand taller. Don't try to own her. Master yourself, because women don't destroy strong men. Men destroy themselves pretending to be strong. But you're learning something different. You're learning that your smile isn't for charm. It's for control. And that smile, that's your weapon. More videos like this are coming soon. Comment if you've seen this happen or lived it. And if you want part 2, you already know what to do. Subscribe to Enter the Smile, where darkness becomes discipline.